Sup YouTube, welcome back to another video documenting my journey to legend. Consider subscribing and leave a like if you enjoy the video. If the title hasn't already given it away, yes, I lose over 100 ELO in this video based on 3 sets last night, going 1-4 in every single set. And honestly, the only bright side, the only upside, is that I'm not tight. I'm gonna showcase these battles because I think we can all learn something from them, but honestly, I think I got a lot to learn. But before I get started with the battles, I want to give a massive shout out to Ethan Mendonca, who has been a long-time subscriber, and I am just now getting to him. Thank you so much for the support, man. But without further delay, let's get into these asinine battles. So, still rocking the exact same team, because again, your boy is broke, and this is the only thing I can afford to run in the Master League. But I wanted to go over all of my losses. El boy, yeah, I just saw his name, it's pretty good. So again, we play this out normally, you know, like we normally play it out. We launch the superpower because we get to it first before the Iron Head, and then we're gonna dip into one of our back mons. In this case, in a previous video, I said that if they shield, swap into Exca. And here, I would have really needed to swap into Excadrill, but I didn't. Now, granted, they might have seen the Exca and come in with their other back Pokemon, which I think is a Lugia. But at least we have a shield up, right? I am going to shield this move because I don't want to get peeled just yet. And they do Brave Bird, so now I'm thinking I can farm them all the way down. We do, which is amazing. And I figured because I would lose CMP, they would throw right away. So I do catch the Iron Head. But in the back is the one and only Free Willy, the big-ass purple whale. Oh my god, man. So, you can argue that, well, one, I shouldn't have thrown an alignment because I lose CMP. But two, this is a pretty hard countered match. There's not really much I could have done to come back from this because my opponent played this to absolute perfection. And here I was hoping that I would survive that one Dragon Breath, but maybe if I didn't undercharge as much, I would have been able to get to the superpower. And then even then, I don't know if that was superpower range. So a really close game, but also, you know, not too bad. Not too bad. But honestly, I'm curious about you guys. What is the worst day in GBL that you have ever had? Because I feel like this was my worst GBL day ever. Even worse than that one Go Battle day where I tanked so much, but I was also yo-yoing up and down. I mean, you know, granted they're not 0-5s, but still, man, 1-4s, they hurt the soul. They really crush you. You know, they make you wonder if you're actually a good player. Which I'm not, but even so, you know, I like to think that I am. Here I get hit with a Fusion Bolt, so they haven't debuffed themselves. My Metagross went down, you know, I tried to bait and whatever, but it's not looking too good. What do they got in the back? They're not swapping out. It gives me some hope. I throw a little over, you know, hoping that they don't catch, which is great. And I don't undercharge it because I'm afraid that, you know, they might swap out, but regardless, if the one doesn't KO. I call the bait, which is something. Oh yeah, that's right, it was a Mewtwo lead, never mind. And then I'm trying to throw just before they reach their moves. I'm not gonna fall for the CMP tie because I need as much energy as I can. But as you're gonna see, your boy is not gonna survive. Because those Dragon Breaths are definitely gonna take me out. And I could try to make a catch, and I could have tried to farm down, but their Dragon Breaths would have taken me out beforehand. So I don't know, maybe that wasn't super winnable. Here, I try to make another catch. We do successfully make a catch. They swap into their Groudon and to their Groudon, and they throw, I think, Precipice Blades? No, but they bait. So I'm gonna throw just before they reach another move, or I think like one before, just to force them to make a decision. This isn't gonna KO, but it's looking like we'll be able to farm them down at the exact same time. I don't want to invest a shield, and now I'm gonna get minimal farm, which sucks, and I'll probably get hit with a Fire Punch, but that's fine. It's not a Precipice Blaze, which would hurt a lot more. And so I come back in with D-Knight, and I think I remember what I do incorrectly here. They come in with the Mamo, and I do full send the superpower, which is great, but they have that Groudon in the back. And by the time they bring back in Derp Knight, these timers are gonna be realigned. So they're gonna be able to catch, and your boy is gonna make the stupidest play of his life, thinking it's so great, so grand, because it would have been a killer short, but instead I'm the one that's gonna get cut short. Because I just come up with my tail just a little bit too far between my legs. Okay, I send this immediately because I do win CMP, even though I'm still under-leveled. I think I powered up 1 level. And I'm going to build up to it. And I'm going to expect to catch. But I swap instead. Why? And I let them build up to the superpower. And I don't win CMP. Had I just been patient, waited either to catch the superpower on Derp Night, or just, I should have been patient. I should have expected that catch because they saved the Groudon for a reason. I should have known. I should have been a better battler, but I wasn't. Oh man, so dumb. So dumb of me. But again, I'm not super tilted. I feel like the pressure's off from last season, honestly. And again, another Ho-Oh. Another Ho-Oh comes in to roast my bloke. And this just sucks, because this isn't going to do any significant amount of damage. I think Ho-Oh can survive like 3 Meteor Mashes. And so they're going to take me out. They launched this Sacred Fire. And I'm going to come back in with Derp Knight. And honestly, what I forgot was that if they build up to a Sacred Fire, they're only 2 away from the Brave Bird. So I wasn't going to throw that up. And then they bait like an absolute fucking savage. And then I make a misplay by throwing this move. I should have farmed down. Why are you throwing my guy? Luckily for me, I do swap out just in time before the Lugia gets rid of my Dragonite. And so one misplay, right? Throwing the freaking move. I should have saved that move. I would have needed it against the Ho-Oh because it has a lot of moves stored up. Second misplay, which you're going to see right now. I'm going to shield up because most likely they're going to send the Aeroblast, and they do, and that's a beautiful shield. And now I'm going to time correctly. I could have maybe done one more, but if they don't shield, which they don't, what am I going to do incorrectly? All right, I let them move through. It's not the best of timing because I wasn't sure where they were at. Here I store a move expecting them to throw, and they gave me a chance to throw the Dragon Claw. The Dragon Claw would have been enough. I would have gotten the shield. I would have had the Rock Slide. I could have been a contender. Oh, man. I'm really not upset. Okay, Rayquaza tried to make a catch. We successfully catch. I used to catch onto Excadrill, but I realized he had more play in the back. They bring in a Groudon, a shiny Groudon at that, and this one full sends the Precipice Blades, and I get absolutely cooked. Which is fine. You know, I'm going to come in and try to get as much damage off with Derp Knight. I'm going to throw just before they reach a, hopefully on proper timing, just before they reach a Precipice Blades. But I think I'm going to have to tank it either way. Here they're just getting to it, and you're going to see that it just doesn't do enough to KO. In hindsight, you know, maybe I could have saved it, but whatever. I come into an aggressive farm down with Exca, which was sort of my plan in the beginning, and they come back in with this thing, and I'm going to throw on proper timing. Again, I don't want to let any moves through, but I think what you're going to see is that I'm like, damn, this Breaking Swipe is going to do a lot, isn't it? And it does. It does enough. I throw again. Proper timing. They're going to shield again. What should I be doing? Honestly, I should have shielded that first one because I would have 2 shields. The Dialga wouldn't have outpaced me. I swap in a Derp Knight for whatever asinine reason, and I die with 2 shields to my name, hoping I can use them for this match. Perfect lead. Perfect sort of swap. Like, this is flippable for Lugia if they really want to. And you're going to see that they go for the Aeroblast. I've played this game before. As long as you don't let in a free Dragon Tail, you will flip this. If they boost, you will lose the 2s if they use 2 and you use 0 and they try to farm you down, which was insane. But they don't protect their Lugia. They let it go down. And this is beautiful. I leave sort of minimal farm for this Lugia. I don't get to a Meteor Mash, which kind of sucks. They're at the Brave Bird here, I believe. But I still don't have to shield because I'm expecting a Dialga in the back. And again, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I charge this to a Great. I leave 3 bubbles because at my health, my current CP, that's the perfect farm for this Ho-Oh. The perfect farm. I'm going to come out with 2 Rock Slides and some change. I'm going to be able to throw 2 and then throw my move. I kind of capped out at 100, but it's fine, right? I'm going to survive 1 more Incinerate, and you're going to see that the game is going to cuck me, but I also should have been smarter. I should have done 1 Incinerate instead of the 2 and swap into Dragonite because they would have been forced to throw. Because I would have been able to possibly win CMP. Unless they farm me down, but I doubt they would have been able to farm me down in time. And that could have been my potential win con. They bring in an Excadrill, which is honestly a core breaker to this team, especially if it swaps in. So I tried to get a shield. They didn't throw, so I forced them to throw here. And I think I'm going to try to catch a Rock Slide. I was really hoping I caught a Rock Slide. And I did, which was amazing. And now I'm going to go for the CMP. I know I'm going to lose because I'm under leveled. And yeah, I'm broke. Your boy's got no XLs, no money to invest in this game. And especially after the, well, I mean, you know what? Like, I know a lot of people are upset about the remote raid thing, but I wasn't a big remote raider to begin with. I didn't really feel like it was money I wanted to be spending on the game that way. Unfortunately for me, they are able to swap out, which sucks. And I probably should have came in with Dragonite earlier if I had paid attention to my switch timer. But like an idiot, I don't, because I needed that Dragon Claw because this drill run is not going to KO. I'm not going to reach another one. And so had I paid attention to my switch timer, I probably would have been able to outpace them barely to the Ominous Wind. And that would have put me in a much better position. They come in with Zacian. I have the perfect response. Again, these are battles I shouldn't be losing. I'm going to farm up to just as they get to their move, and I'm going to force them to make a decision. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to get farmed down by this thing, and they're going to leave with a boatload of energy. I try to throw on proper timing, which sucks because I am going to survive this, which means they now have 4 Incinerates. This majestic, sacred bird. And, you know, I can survive the first one. I'm expecting a Dialga in the back. And there it is! There it is! How can we lose this game? How can we possibly lose this game? Well, you're going to see. This opponent, I believe, plays it a little different. I think they're going to bait with an Iron Head. Yeah. And because of those extra Dragon Breath damages, oh man, they played this beautifully. So beautifully. I'm going to lose this game. So I'm not going to survive to get to a third Rock Slide, so I do only throw one and then the move. And I get both their shields. But you're going to see right here, I think they get the debuff. Oh man, so they're 2 away. But in my dumbass mind, I thought they were 1 away. And when I saw that next Incinerate go through, I was so upset because Dragonite wins CMP. Had I gotten off the 10 Dragon Breaths plus the Dragon Claw, I think that would have been enough to take them out, and we would have taken that game. But again, your boy isn't all on upstairs. The lights are partly off at this time of night. So it's just a very, very sad day for me, you know? Very, very depressing day in my Go Battle League career, which sucks ass. And here, your boy's gonna make another misplay. I should have thrown the Dragon Claw. What are you doing, man? I forgot that they reached this play rough in 4 instead of 5. And I was like, you stupid motherfucker. They come in with Togekiss, and they have a Dialga in the back, but even if I'm baiting, they can save both shields for Togekiss, and my goose is cooked. This is a pretty good lead against the Bacon Bird, that extra fat bacon. And they bring in a Mewtwo. And what did I say in my last video? No Mewtwo baits. Stop fucking no shielding, you freaking dumbass. You are stupid. You know, I'll take my shield. I regretted that decision immediately. I'm gonna come in with Derp Knight, shield once, throw just before they reach the next Side Strike, and hope that gives me some sort of win condition. But honestly, I should have shielded that for a Shadow Ball because they have no reason to bait. Right there, right? I throw just before the move, and they're gonna shield. And this is gonna cost me because a Side Strike would do more than a Dark Pulse, and I should have known that because they're gonna come back in with the Yveltal, and like a moron, I throw on poor timing. I allow a whole ass Snarl in, and now I can't shield this. So I shield it. And what's in the back? But a disgusting snack. Oh man. Yeah. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. If you're still here, leave a ghost emoji. So I know you made it this far. That you were with me while I struggled. That you were with me through my pain. that we laughed together at all these asinine plays. Oh man, Shadow Mewtwo. I think this is the last battle. How do I misplay this? I try to go for the catch and I don't. I fail. But you know what? My opponent still threw the side strike. The one time I shield. Oh man. So now I'm like, you know what? In the twos, I lose this either way. So I'm just gonna bait. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna bait. I'm just gonna go straight for the bait. And my opponent is a savage because they call it. Why? Why? God, why do you do this to me? Why do you like to see me suffer? Do you like to watch my ELO go down the drain? They come back in with Mewtwo. They're going to throw immediately, and this is fine-ish. I'm going to let this through. I'm going to come back in with Derp Knight. Now knowing that they have 0 energy, I'm going to throw just before they get to their move. But they come in with a Zacian. And this is GG's. It's done. There is nothing I can do. Because they can shield both of these. There's no way my Dragonite, even down energy, is going to take it out. I didn't realize they were at the back-to-back. And it's GG's. That's fine. So yeah, 3 1-4s. We dropped over 100 ELO. I was at like 25, 30. I was steadily climbing back up and I just completely tanked. I fell on my ass and just never got back up. I tried calling 911. Nobody came to my rescue. So a very, very sad day for your boy. So yeah, leave a like if you liked seeing my behind get torn asunder. And I'll catch you in that next video. Peace.